Right, we can start to build up this housing here now. We're going to put some longer studs in. We have to be careful with this one because the housing is thinner on the inside, so we're going to chop the stud down just a little bit. We need them so it guides in. The other thing we're going to do, put the sump plug in, the drain bung. Now be aware that the Ashcroft kit doesn't come with a copper washer, so just be wary of that. Now's the time to put it in because you'll probably forget it, and it's looking at you right now saying put me in. Well, that's now's the time to do it. So I'll put a stud in here, Loctite, thread Loctite, but this one here isn't a very good thread at all. I'm not happy with it, so I think what I'm going to do is put a helicoil in it, which is a bit of a pain, but never mind, we'll just protect everything with paper and try it like that. So I drilled out the hole. I've got some paper inside. I drilled it out, it didn't take much drilling, and I've dipped the drill in some grease. As you can see now, the bits of swarf stick to the drill bit, and the same with the tap. So we put some grease on the tap because we want to try and save as much of that shavings as possible. I don't really want to take all this apart again. I should have noticed that when I was cleaning it. Still, never mind. Better than doing it on the car. It's a good little kit actually. It's in a little box complete with all the bits and pieces, all sorts of metric ones in. All the sort of ones you need anyway. It might start to come through now, so just make sure that that paper's catching those bits. Don't do this with a drill, just do it like by hand. There we go. Now because we can go all the way through, we're going to go all the way through there. Now we'll take it off. And there's all our bits. So we collected those, and in here, there's all our bits there. Throw that away. Clean piece of paper. And now, I'll clean the grease out with some brake cleaner and the airline that's usually falling on the floor. Now we'll do a double check, see if there's no contaminants inside. Clean. So now we can put our helicoil in. Just one thing below the surface, and that is good. Punch the little tang off. There's the little tang. Throw that away. And now we can recommence and put our stud in. I have done these in situ, hence I've got the long tap. That's a lot better. Yep, perfect. Two jobs in one, eh? Yeah, putting the bolts in here is a very tricky thing, because if you put a bolt in this top hole here, like it says in the factory, I think even all the new Pumas and things like that come with the studs in, because there's a liability of putting a bolt in that's too long and it hits the gear. And this is how we found it out, because I had a problem like this when I was fitting this new batch of studs. They were actually a little bit longer, and they were catching the gear. It was just going, just tick, 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 or something like that. Just make sure you've got nothing else in here. Looks pretty good to me. Right, now we can get on with assembling this piece here.